Think your lashes have hit their limit? Discover limitless length and full volume with Maybelline Sky High Mascara. The Flex Tower brush bends to volumize and extend every single lash from root to tip. And the lightweight bamboo-infused formula makes lashes feel weightless. Now in 8 bold shades so you can take your lashes to new heights every day. Visit Maybelline.com to shop Sky High Mascara now.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite, obey your thirst.
She got pregnant 3 times and I couldn't have kids with her, so I always tell her to give a portion because she doesn't want to change. And I cannot have kids with a woman. She go out in the weekend, come 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't even know where she's at or who she is with. And I found she was cheating with other men.
This is the plaintiff, Rami Shaloub. He says the defendant, his former girlfriend, not only cheated on him while they were together, but she still owes him money she borrowed. That's right, the sneaky girl promised to pay him back within 2 weeks of the loan, but has up and disappeared off the face of the earth. That is until today. He's suing his ungrateful ex for every penny of the $3,000 she owes him. This is the defendant, Karina Bravo. She says the plaintiff owed her money for a table he smashed after they had an argument, and he put that towards a car she desperately needed for transportation to and from work. Meanwhile, the plaintiff is harassing her. She lost her job because of it, and has had to file a restraining order against him. She's accused of avoiding an ex at all costs.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
What you are about to witness is real. The participants are not actors. They are actual litigants with a case pending in civil court. Both parties have agreed to drop their claims and have their cases settled here before Judge Marilyn Milian in our forum, the People's Court.
Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Mr. Shaloub, you are suing Ms. Bravo, your former girlfriend, for $3,000. You say she still owes you and refuses to pay.
Yes, Your Honor.
What happened?
Miss Karina Bravo, she was my girlfriend for more than 3.5 years. And I don't have family in the U.S., so I was coming out of immigration custody in 2011, and she's the first one I met in this country. And we was like very close, like she was to me more than girlfriend. And
where are you from?
Originally from Israel.
From Israel.
And we had a lot of issues because we met. I used to be a bouncer in a club and hookah lounge in Paterson, New Jersey, and that's where we met. And then I couldn't give my job up, you know, because that's the only thing I could do at that time. And we stuck together for a while, you know. A lot of issues happen. She doesn't trust me all the time, saying I'm cheating. You know, a lot of times she called the police on me for any kind of reason. And until the 3 years finish.
During our time together, we got very close, but she used to drink and go out too much, so I never married her.
Yes, that's the reason. She got pregnant 3 times, and I couldn't have kids with her, so I always tell her to give a portion because she doesn't want to change. And I cannot have kids with a woman. She go out in the weekend, come 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't even know where she's at or who she is with. And I found she was cheating with other men, and I was living with her in the same apartment.
Well, then why'd you loan her $3,000? Because you did that after you guys broke up.
Because I don't know, my family raised me to be a good person. I did it from the goodness of my heart, not because I'm trying to get her back, because when I gave her the money, I'm already married. My wife is pregnant now. And
wait, I'm sorry. When did you break up with her?
I break up with her like more than a year ago.
Okay, and when did you marry her?
7 months ago.
Okay, all right, so go on.
And
when did you loan her the money?
October 21st, I believe.
When you were already married to her?
Yes.
Okay. Did she know that you were loaning her $3,000?
Not really. And the big problem is, I lied to my wife and I told her I needed $3,000 to send it to my mom.
Wow.
He's a piece of
When
work.
did you, no one's asking you yet. When did you find that out?
After maybe couple or 3 months, he told me.
And
I just gave him money because she's mom. She was very sick. That's why I love her so much. That's why I gave him. But
wow, he kind of abused of your trust, didn't he? He was actually just
But-
giving it to his ex-girlfriend. Wow.
it's the first time he lied to me. I
Oh,
didn't.
I am
didn't
going to guess it's
really
not going to be the
before.
last, though. That's kind of,
I don't know.
that's like, that's pretty big. That's pretty significant. I mean, the kind of person who asks you to give him $3,000 for his mother and he's actually giving it to his ex-girlfriend, that's probably not an isolated lie that you're never going to see again. You're not,
Yeah.
you're not that naive, are you? What's going on?
Hello. He did, actually, I called him up and I told him that I needed the money that he owed me, which was $1,200.
How did he owe you $1,200?
We were in a relationship, like he mentioned. When I told him to get out, because he was cheating on me, I told him to get out of my house. When I told him to get out, he went crazy, broke my TV, my table, and a couple of other items in my apartment. I called the police, he got arrested, and I got a restraining order against him. This happened back in
Did
March.
you know all this? Or are you
No.
learning this for the first time now?
No, I know that.
Okay, go ahead.
Then we kept going to court, and he was ordered to pay me $1,200 for the stuff that he broke. This was back in March. Up until he gave me the money for $3,000, I didn't see a dime. When I called him up and told him that I needed the money, he offered to pay me the $1,200 plus whatever else was owed to get the car back. Which
Why
was
do you suppose he did that?
Well, he said that he felt bad for me, and I told him that I really needed the money, not the $3,000. I just needed the $1,200.
Well, what did you use the $3,000 for?
To get the car back because he got repossessed. And
Right, so
with
what you needed was
everything-
$3,000, right,
Right.
to get it back? So you told him
Right.
that. That's how he knew you needed $3,000.
Right,
And
but
then
I
what
told-
you took was $3,000.
Right.
But then of the $1,250 is $1,250 was owed to you based on a court order. Do you agree that there was a court order ordering you to pay $1,250?
Yeah, but I gave her that money before, and that's why she called the court to dismiss the case. Those $3,000 has nothing to do with her case.
Okay, can you prove to me that you gave her the $1,250?
I gave it to her cash. I don't know how to prove it to you.
But if it was
And
part
that's
of a
why
court
she
order,
called-
if it was part of the court order, why would you give it to her cash and not have proof of it?
Stupid me. The same way I gave her
Okay.
$3,000 to get her car back and
Okay,
then to fool me.
but lucky for you, stupid you, she does agree that you gave her $3,000. What she's saying is that $1,250 of it you owed her, and then according to you, you paid him back $1,000.
Yes, I did. The following week, I called him up, and I said, I have $1,000 for you. Come and pick it up. He went to my job. He got $1,000.
Did you get $1,000 from her job?
Yes.
Okay, so then why are you suing for the $3,000 instead of $2,000?
Because when I get the car, there's a lot of expenses next to the car, which is I don't have a receipts. I went to Jersey City, her blaze cost me $200.
You gotta slow down. Slow down. Why are you not accounting for the $1,000 she paid you?
I did.
No, he didn't.
No, because you say that you loaned her $3,000, she paid you $1,000. That would leave $2,000 that you should be suing for, not $3,000. You're suing for the full $3,000.
Because when I went to court, they said I cannot sue more than $3,000.
I know, but you don't just get to pick. You're supposed to sue what you're out, not sue for the highest amount that you can.
Yes, ma'am.
If you're
But there's-
acknowledging that she paid you $1,000 down, then that means that all you're out is $2,000 at
Okay.
best.
It takes me-
According to her, it'd be $2,000 minus $1,250. But
When she was crying on the phone and called me every 5 minutes to go get her car, she said, I will pay you everything it costs. I drove, I left my job 2 days.
oh wait, you went to pay, hold it. You not only gave her the $3,000 to get the car, you actually physically got the car?
Of course.
Why? Why?
Because she was working. I went to Jersey City to get her license plates, and which is, I have the receipts right here. Her boyfriend called me a week later, and he was crying to me, saying, oh, do you have anything between you and her? I told him, listen, man, I don't have nothing between you and your girlfriend. I'm married. Okay, all I need is my money back. And I know what was in your
Yeah,
car.
but why are
because
you going to stand at the Department of Motor Vehicles to get her stuff?
She said she
He
doesn't
did-
have a time. I don't know.
But what's wrong with him?
She doesn't want to tell him she's taking money from me. She's hiding all this behind
Well,
his
then if
back.
she doesn't have time, she doesn't have time to drive either, because the rest of us managed to find the time to go get it. So obviously, you were barking up her tree. I mean, because there's no other reason why. Listen, that is true love, if there's ever true love. Somebody's willing to stand at the Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles for you. Nothing says I love you than standing in line at DMV.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey 11 here. So, gave the money to his ex-girlfriend. Does that break trust forever?
Yes, definitely. There is no trust left.
Would you dump him?
Yeah, I feel like,
Would you divorce him?
I don't know about that.
No,
Maybe
so all of a sudden you're backtracking. What do you think?
Game over. He lost. I mean, you shouldn't have done that, you know?
Should she divorce him?
100%.
After 2 months, wouldn't give him a chance?
No, why would he lie in the first place? You should tell her straight up.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the point is that he gave it to his ex-girlfriend. That hurts the most.
Because it's the ex.
Yes.
If it were just some dude or whatever that a friend. of his.
And maybe forgivable.
Gotcha. Going inside the courtroom.
So, can I see the court order, by the way, for the 1250?
Oh, I don't have the actual court order.
What ended up happening with that case?
Well, when he gave me the money, when he went and paid for it, I called the court and I told them he gave me the money. So
then why, if he gave you the money during the court case, why would he owe you another $1,250?
he only owed me $1,250. That's when he gave me the money for the car. That's when he paid for it. That's
When did you call the court to dismiss the case?
Right after he paid for the car.
Do you have any evidence that the case was dismissed back when?
No, actually, I didn't believe anything until I called them and they told me your case was dismissed because...
When did you call them?
Around after I gave her the money and get the car like
Okay,
around the
so
week.
then, do you have any proof that you paid her $1,250 in March?
No.
Okay, so do you have any proof that you paid her $1,250 before loaning her the $3,000?
No.
Okay, so here's where we are. We have you loaning her $3,000. We have her saying $1,250 of that is the money he owed me for the court order for all the things that he damaged. By the way, what happened? Did you wreck her TV and her table and all that
It
stuff?
was all my furniture, and you know, when I find out she's sleeping with other man, what you expect me to do? Kiss her?
No, I just expect you to.
That's the love you guys have in the United
Let me
States?
tell you what I don't expect you to do. I don't expect you to then rush to her aid and loan her $3,000 that you pry out of your pregnant wife, lying to her and telling her that it's for your mother who's sick. Maybe that's what I expect out of you.
That's why I'm here, Your Honor, and I
That's
feel
why
really
you're here?
bad. That's why I'm really bad, you know, and I would do anything to give her money back.
Really? Why don't you just go get another job and eat it? That would show remorse. Of the $3,000 that you acknowledge receiving, $1,250 is for payment for the court order. $1,000, he acknowledges that you paid him. That would leave a remaining $750. By the way, did you see anything of the $1,000 that he acknowledges she paid him? Did he? No. All right, okay. You have a lot of thinking to do.
Oh, yes.
Okay? Verdict for the plaintiff and the amount that is remaining, which you don't dispute, owing him $750.
Right.
That's my judgment.
Thank you.
Let's see what the defendant thinks of that. Step on in here. Or what's going through your mind coming out of the courtroom right now?
I'm very happy with the outcome.
Yeah?
Yes.
Do you think he still has feelings for you? Or what do you think? What's going on here?
I hope he doesn't.
Don't leave yet. No?
I hope he doesn't.
Well, why do you think he's going out of his way doing all these things for you?
Maybe he just want to be nice to me. And I mean, it's not that I took advantage of him, because I did tell him that I was going to pay him back. I mean, he's asking for an amount that it's not the truth. So.
You want him around?
No, I do not. I will have a restraining order against him.
All right, right down this way. All right, come on in here. Ron. All right, what do you have to say about the outcome here?
I'm very thankful. I'm really happy with the judgment. You know, at least now I try to be good to her, and now I see how she act and how she lie. And
was it a good idea to keep doing things for her?
No more, my man. That's
Yeah.
it. She has a man. I have a wife. Everybody have his own life.
Yeah, you heard stories in there about lies, cheating, and the judge said you have some thinking to do. What do you think of him right now?
I don't know yet. I need time to think about those stuff.
Let's go to Harvey.
I gotta say, it sounds like the judge actually got to her, so we will update this one. We usually don't look at, soap opera stories like this, but we're gonna update this one if we find out. So that'll do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. You're ready to move your business forward, but first, you need to find the right team. Start your search with Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It can help you reach qualified candidates fast, ensuring your listing is the first one they see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs are 90% more likely to report a hire than non-sponsored jobs. See the results for yourself. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
The who's down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
This is the plaintiff, Nuno Pereira. He says he purchased a 1986 dump truck from the defendant. And as it turned out, the defendant didn't own the dump truck and had no right selling it to him in the first place. Now he's stuck with a truck he can't use because he got hurt at work and can't sell because the title's all messed up. He's suing the defendant for $6,000, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Anthony Pusateri. He says he sold the plaintiff the dump truck, and almost a year later, the guy told him he was having trouble registering it at the DMV. He told the plaintiff he'd happily fix the problem, but the guy never took him up on the offer. And now he's turning around and suing him for twice the truck's original purchase price? Really? He's accused of trucking things up.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff bought a dump truck from the defendant, but the defendant didn't have title to it, so it got all screwed up. Now, the defendant says a year later the plaintiff complained and he offered to help. So tough. It's the case of trucking things up.
Thank you, Douglas. Nuno Pereira, you are suing the Truck and Auto Salvage Company, represented here by Anthony Pusateri.
Yes.
You are the owner or manager?
It's a family business. My father's the owner.
For $6,000 that you say you are owed as a result of them selling you a, what kind of truck?
Dump truck.
Dump truck that can't be titled. Tell me what happened.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Nuno Pereira, and I'm here today basically because I bought a dump truck from the defendant's business on December 2nd, 2012.
So you bought this dump truck from them December 20th, 2012?
December 2nd.
December 2nd. All right. And
I'm sorry, December 20th.
December
Yes,
20th. And do you have a picture of the dump truck?
I don't have a picture.
What's it look like? I'm trying to figure out.
A big dump truck that goes
What's
up.
big? How many feet?
It's a F8000.
So it's how many feet?
About, I want to say 20 feet, maybe 16 feet.
Okay, and then the big thing goes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, and you bought that for what business?
I was looking to, start a small little business as far as doing demo jobs and, yard removals.
Okay.
And I have the title.
Now that's the title you got at the point of sale, correct?
Yes.
All right, and you bought it from that company, but the name on the title is not that company.
Yes.
So why did you accept it?
I bought it from this gentleman here. He was the...
Well, the name on the title is not this gentleman here either.
Yes, I understand, but...
In fact, the name on the title is a company, and the name on the back signed is a guy that is neither that guy nor the other guy working next to him, or the other guy was just like another guy. It's the prior... Oh, the name on the title is 2 owners ago from you.
On the front of the title or the back?
Yeah, let's start with that. The front of the title, which means what it's titled under. Hand it over. Hand over the title. Okay. The front of the title says Consigli Construction Company Corp. They're going to love to find out that they sold a car in 2007 to purportedly Fred, and that Fred never registered it. 2007, 7 years ago, and their name is still on this. Okay? Then they signed it over to Fred in 2007, and Fred apparently never registered it?
I guess not.
Well, I don't know. I'm asking you because you sold it. So.
Well, he sold it to me as junk.
Who sold it to you?
Fred.
As junk.
Yeah, because we do auto salvage.
But you sold it to him as not junk. You sold it to him for how much?
$3,000.
Okay. And part of a sale is that it has to be something he can register.
Right.
So where's Fred?
Fred is dead.
Fred's dead.
Fred's dead.
Oh. This is like Pulp Fiction. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Oh my gosh.
He was my star witness.
All righty. Fred is dead. When did Fred die?
Fred died in May because I had
tried to reach Fred?
I tried to reach Fred and found his obituary. If he was alive, I mean, in my evidence, it's the paperwork, him selling it to me with the title that had his name on it, so.
Did you ever make an, okay, first of all, what happens is you get the truck and then you keep it for how many months?
I kept it for about, I still have it until today, so I still.
But before you squawk, it's when?
Well, I originally bought the truck to start a business with. I had a, job at the time, and I was looking once I buy the truck to start my own business. However, on January 30th of 2013, I got injured at my job, which I'm still currently injured and receiving workman's compensation and benefits. So, I thought it was going to be something small that I can get back to work and go on with about my business. And it didn't happen that way.
So you bought the dump truck in December, and your first time you complained to him is when you try to sell the truck in November. So you had it for a year without registering it. Why did you have it for a year? Because what should have happened is you should have looked at this and said, what the heck? There's, it's not in your name. How about it's not being signed over to me? How did you intend to register this?
It's my first time. I figure it's a big company.
First time what? Owning a car?
No, buying a, truck.
But how about if you just buy a car? It's the same problem. Have you ever bought a car?
I bought a car.
So you know that you're neither buying it from Consigli Construction Company, gosh, we really ought to call them, nor from Fred. So you know there has to be a problem here.
Not really, because I trusted the business.
Why would you trust a business? They're a wreck company getting rid of wreckage. Why would you? That's ridiculous.
They're a big company.
I'm asking you about why you acted incompetently, and your answer is because they're untrustworthy. Why did you register? Every time you buy a car, you register it. Why did you register this one?
They told me that I was going to need repairs done to it, and I agreed. I knew there was going to need repairs done. However, when I got hurt, I wasn't able to pay for
Okay,
the
I
stuff
hear
to
all
get
of your
done.
reasons for why you didn't do okay. But what I don't understand is what do you expect me to do with this? You own it for a year without making the slightest bit of effort. In fact, how long did you own it? But you're a salvage company. How long did you guys own it without? How long did Fred own it without? From 2007 to when? You bought it when?
We bought it July 7th, 2012. And I sold
So from 2007 to 2012, Fred doesn't register it. Then you get it from Fred. You know that he's jumping title, that he never registered it, but you don't care because according to you, we bought it for salvage. But you still sell it as salvage.
Well, I admit that the paperwork wasn't great.
Oh, you think? Because it's like the only, like if he was complaining about how it runs,
right.
We'd be laughing, we'd be done, I'd be on to my afternoon latte. The problem is that the one warranty you give when you sell something is that they're going to be able to title it.
Yes, Your Honor.
But then what do you think I do with you when you own it for a year?
No,
most times I have this case when the guy gets the title, he didn't give me the title, I bought the car, I drove it home, he promised me to give me the title, gave it to me the next day, and look, Judge, it's a catastrophe, I can't register. I'm not using it, I have it parked in my mother's backyard, I haven't been able to register the car, I want my money back. Boom.
No.
And it all happens like this. You apparently do not care. And the dog ate your homework, I hurt my back, I got a workers' comp case, I'm not allowed to work because then I mess up my workers' comp case. I don't care. You owned it a year. What am I supposed to do with that? You think it's supposed to be a free year for you? How do I know you weren't using it or he wasn't using it? I don't know who he is. But is it other people weren't using it while you had it for a year? Apparently nobody cares. Fred didn't care it's not registered to them. You don't care it's not registered to you. And you don't care it's not registered to you until somebody cares. And that's when it matters. Well, that's when you finally want to do things nice and legal, is when you're trying to sell it and the 2 buyers or 3 buyers say, what the hell, you don't even own it. Right? Have I got it? So what am I supposed to do?
I figure with a bill of sales and a title, I didn't know I'm required to go right away to get
Right
it
away?
registered. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
So,
I think you should have 12 minutes or 12 days.
If I had
it's just
to-
12 months I'm not really feeling.
I understand. I mean, if that's a mistake I've made on my part, I guess there's nothing I can do in that part.
How exactly is this going to get fixed?
Well, when he came to me, I offered to try to get him a new title. I said I could have it in a week or two because obviously it's not in my name. It's not even really in
How
Fred's
you
name.
going to do it?
Go to the registry, show him the bill of sale from Fred to me, and hopefully try to figure something out. But he wanted compensation because he had a sale lined up the next day, which I obviously wasn't going to do.
Compensation? You said I want compensation because I lost my sale?
No, because of that. Because, you know, by law, I figure if you sell something to somebody, you should know what's right or wrong about it. And I figure.
Do you think when you buy something from somebody, you shouldn't be able to sit on it for a year? You know what it costs to rent a dump truck? $90 a day. Should I do the math?
No.
It's not going to look good for you, is it?
No.
Who is the gentleman next to you who keeps raising his hand?
He's my witness basically when I went to the registry and tried to, you know, put the title in my name. And
What'd they tell you?
The registrar said we cannot register this truck because it's an illegal sale. That's what she said.
It's absolutely not an illegal sale. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Did she say there was another title in Fred Gurley's name?
She said there is another title in the name of Fred Gurley, and the only way you can register this truck is you have to get that title. And my opinion in this whole thing is I was witnessing what happened and all that, and he should know the business because he's in the business of selling.
Oh, please stop. I'm not feeling that little argument because he's a grown man. He's not in diapers. He's bought cars before. He knows, and he didn't even bother to register a vehicle he bought. So your hands are completely unclean. But no matter what, even if I did what you're asking me to do, which is to undo this sale, you think you're going to keep a dump truck for a year and get back your money?
That wasn't my intention.
Well, what is your intention?
My intention was to get it repaired and fixed, but once I got
Listen, I don't care about your best laid plans that didn't work out for you. I care about what your intentions are in my courtroom. What is your intentions in my courtroom? It's to get him to pay you back, not just $3,000, but $6,000, which I'm not even sure why. Get him to pay you back $6,000. And then you got to keep a truck for a year. You think, what planet are you living in that you think I would do that? I'm never going to do that.
No problem.
You know, what I hate is to, just walk off and rule, and then that's that. I kind of, would like to figure it out so that you have an asset that you can sell. Court is in recess.
All rise.
So, if there's no title the defendant can supply, does the plaintiff get to undo the deal?
Yes.
Oh, that was a good answer. An unsure but good answer. What do you think?
No, I don't think so.
No? Why?
Wait, yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, it sounds like you kind of
Definitely 100% he can undo the deal because if he tries to resell the car in the future, how does he have proof that, that car, it could definitely be stolen. We don't even know.
The car could have been stolen. The guy tried to sell.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely. Going inside the courtroom.
Listen to me. You're certainly not walking out of here with a penny, but you have not you personally, but your people, your firm has some culpability in this. Mm-hmm. And I am ordering you to make your best efforts to try to clear up this title.
Yes, ma'am.
You can't just say this is your problem. So I'm going to reserve ruling in this case. Okay? You best be quiet because I was just about to just throw you out of here and tell you you're on your own. You sat on this problem for a year, and if you think I am stupid enough to think that you didn't use that truck in a year or let others use it for hire, you don't know me, okay? I am not a fool. No one has an asset, a dump truck that they forget about. You know how that's always happening? You forget you have a dump truck for use out there? Okay? All right? I'm not stupid. It's a year. If you'd had it a month, a week, you couldn't title it, you went out, you tried to title it, I don't understand the problem. He told me I could title it. Then I'd buy that you're just kind of foolish and don't know what you're doing. But you sat on this a year, you used it a year, so truth be told, I don't care if you used it or not. You had it a year and could have used it a year.
But by the city
and I don't
law,
believe, by the way, that you didn't use it. But
law,
by now, no, listen up. All right.
Now
that's it. Now, what's going to happen is that you're on your own. Verdict for the defendant. That's it. Figure it out. I find that because you sat on this problem for an entire year and did nothing, it is now your problem to unravel.
All right, both sides, hold on right now.
Well, it looked like the plaintiff was about to get a dismissal. Instead, he gets ruled against. Step right here next to me. Turn around right here. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to try to find the best way to get, legal actions done to get my truck back. Get, my money back and get the truck going.
All right. Okay. All right. Head around the corner there and come on in here and put yourself in his shoes without a legal title.
It's tough. Should have got a legal title.
Yeah, well,
I honestly, not out to screw anybody. I'll still help him get the title right.
You gonna reach out to him?
Absolutely. I feel bad.
What do you make of this, Army?
Okay, the key here, when you sit on your hands too long, you end up compromising your rights to a case. When you know your rights have been violated, you need to act promptly. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This episode is brought to you by eBay. Buying parts for your car? You'll know that will it work feeling. But on eBay, buying parts is different. eBay's free returns means if it doesn't fit or if it isn't what you expected, you just print a label, drop it off, and get your refund fast. No haggling, no stress, and at least 30 days to return any eligible item. Millions of parts, free returns. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
This is the plaintiff, Barry Goodman. He says he runs a medical transport company, and they transfer cancer patients to and from the hospital for medical care. The defendant worked for him, and when he quit, he stole 5 uniforms and also left him with an outstanding ticket for running a red light. The guy refuses to make good on the money he owes, and he's going to exercise every legal right to get the $235 he's due. This is the defendant, Willie White, Jr. He says the plaintiff gave him a few used items of clothing to wear while he was on the job and never once mentioned he had to return them. As far as the red light ticket goes, he never ever went through a red light, never ever got a ticket, and is never ever going to pay for something he doesn't owe. He's accused of aggravating an employer.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff runs a medical transport company, claims the defendant stole 5 uniforms before he was fired, but the defendant says the plaintiff gave him a few used uniforms and never mentioned returning them. It's the case of I'm transporting your uniform to me.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Mr. Goodman, you are suing Mr. White on behalf of the transportation company that you manage. You've asked us not to mention the name. For $235 for a red light ticket and uniforms that he refused to return after his employment ceased. Tell me what's going on.
We hired Willie in October 21st of 2013. And then about a month later or so, in November, he said his mom was very sick and he needed to take care of her upstate New York, and he would come back. Willie was a good driver and a good person without company. He
What kind of transportation?
An ambulate. We drive dialysis clients, chemo, cancer patients, so they depend on a driver being there and being there on time. Willie went upstate. The next time we saw him was December 8th. He came to a party. He picked up his bonus and then left. We never saw him since. I then called him following the party in December and said, Willie, what's going on? How's your mom? And he told me that his sister would be coming down and help him out here in Long Island, and he'd be back to work tomorrow. I put him in touch with my dispatcher. They set up a time and a day. He never showed up at 2 o'clock. I had dialysis and cancer and patients late because Willie never showed up. We had to cover his shift. And then the following thing I did is I sent him a letter indicating January that he's being dismissed for abandonment of his job. He needs to turn in his uniforms as per contract, which I have here, which I will submit, his uniform. Then my owner received a traffic ticket that he got on November 6th. We watched the video.
How do you know it's him?
Okay, I have here.
Did you get a traffic ticket?
No, it's a red light ticket.
A red light?
A red light summons.
Snapped photo?
Yep.
Ah, diabolical.
What we did with the red light.
Everybody hates those things until someone's speeding right into their car. Then they're really grateful for those things.
It's sad. It's sad that he got it. It was sad that anybody gets it.
No, it's not sad. It's good that he got it if he was speeding.
He wasn't speeding. He made a right turn. He made a
Well,
right.
if he was violating the law, I'm glad that he got it. I'm glad that you got caught. I'm glad that the picture was taken. You're
Okay,
not following me. I'm
I have
saying the exact
here-
opposite of what you're saying. All right, so let me see the ticket.
Along with the ticket, I can show you the day and the time that he got it. This is the trip ticket where he picked up a customer before and after, shows that he was driving 819 on that date.
Got it.
This is the
driving
contract.
van number 819, which you can see in the picture.
We can see clearly. You can see the number there. This is the procedural manual contract that he signed that indicates that if he receives any, don't go away, if he receives any traffic tickets. If he receives any traffic summonses, et cetera, number from the procedural manual, and that was signed. And then the last item that I have for you is his uniforms, that when he received it, he was determined upon dismissal, and he was well aware he was dismissed.
What's going on, Mr. White?
How you doing, Judge? The red light ticket, I have no clue on that I even got it. Never.
Well, and that's often the case, but let me tell you something. I'm looking at van number 819. Is that the one you were driving on that day?
I would drive different vans.
Okay, well, it looks like you were driving 819 on 11/6, since here are the ticket transports. Is this your signature from the people you picked up before and after and were driving to and from?
This is the van. Yes, ma'am. What happens is...
So who got that ticket if not you?
What happens is...
Are you convinced now that that's your...
That's not... I'm not saying it's me. I'm not saying, because what happens is the pickup times... The pickup times, if you see 11:45 pickup, there's a 1 o'clock pickup. I can't... And then they say I get the ticket at 12:09 to Springfield.
Who'd you loan your truck to for 1 minute to make a bad right? Because you're driving it before and after. How much more evidence do we need that it's you?
The thing is, ma'am, we drive different vans.
Yes, but on that day, you were driving 819 because I see the ticket before and the ticket after. So I know you had 819.
So if you get a traffic ticket on the job, does the employer have to pay for the ticket, or do you pay?
Well, legally, I believe the employer has to pay, but the company, it was the guy's fault. So
If you're driving it,
if I'm driving it, then I think I'd have to pay.
does the employer at all have to pay?
No, because it's my responsibility. It's my fault.
Really good answer. Going inside the courtroom.
I had that van. I'm gonna have to go with I had the van, but from where this is to where these pickups is, I'm not around there. So if you get the map, you can see it. 12:45 and 12:30. And
Where'd you go for lunch that day?
I didn't have lunch. I don't have lunch. We don't get lunch.
Okay, hand over I'm pretty convinced you got that ticket. Now let's talk about, how much was the ticket, by the way?
It's $80.
Okay, and you don't deny that, according to the office manual, you guys are responsible for tickets that you get, right?
I never seen that.
Okay, did you read the office manual before you signed it?
No.
Okay, but you did sign it, right?
Because I didn't sign anything. The only thing I signed was things that saying that we...
On 10/18/13, I have received my new updated policy and procedural manual. I am aware that I'm responsible for all policies and procedures included. Willie White, is this your signature?
Right, but I didn't see anything about a ticket.
Oh, you didn't bother to read it.
No,
Okay, but you had a chance to read it. Put your hands down. You had a chance to read it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now let's talk about the uniforms. Do you have the uniforms here?
Yes, ma'am. I have 4 shirts and a jacket.
You signed this saying you had 5 shirts. Here,
Okay.
show it to him, will you?
Okay,
Let me
5.
see the shirts.
Here's that. Here's all that.
So how many shirts do you
It's
have?
4 shirts.
So why does he have to sue you to get the uniforms back? When you signed, did you see the agreement you signed that you'd give the uniforms back if you quit or if you stopped working there?
I didn't even read it, nothing, because it was just
Yeah,
like...
but how about his 22 phone calls to you asking you to please return the uniforms?
This is what happened, Judge. Your Honor, what happened was my mother, right now she lost both her legs because of diabetes and everything.
Sorry about that.
Okay, he kept calling, he was calling, and I wanted to come back, you know what I mean? I came back for the party because somebody said, come, which is a mutual friend of ours that's there. So I reached out to him to give the uniforms back. But by that time, I was keep getting, letters, phone calls, and in the letter, one of the letters never said anything about a red light ticket.
Yeah, because they didn't know about it until they got it in the mail later.
Right,
But so why didn't you, when you went to the party, why didn't you just return the uniform?
Because I was planning on going back.
No, it's because you wanted to collect the bonus check.
Absolutely not. The bonus.
How much was the bonus check?
$30.
All right, so
I have it in my car. It's still sitting up in the thing. I didn't do anything. Yes, ma'am.
What do you do all day?
I drive trucks.
Okay, but you in all these months you haven't had a chance to cash a check
No,
or
it's
return
not
the
cash.
uniforms?
It was cash money. It was.
If you're I see.
It was cash. So I didn't really pay
So
no
you still
mind.
have the cash up on your visor? Is that
Yes,
what you're
ma'am. I do have. I mean, if
I guess you have it though. All
I don't
right,
have
so
it like that.
but when you hear the guy like leaving all these messages to return the stuff, why don't you
Because at
just
that
not?
time
But why don't you just? It's so easy not to burn a bridge and leave a place with a good feeling in their hearts and a good taste in their
And I tell you that
mouth.
why, Judge. At that time when they hired me, Barry and we, mutual friends, and Wayne, they're like a family. You know what I mean? And they're really good with me. And I didn't feel like telling them that I wasn't coming back at that time because he sat me down, we talked, I even shedded tears.
So you decided to make it worse and not return his stuff because he's such a nice guy?
I was going to give it to one of the guys that was there because...
But you didn't.
Because I tried to get in touch with him and I didn't.
So why don't you just drop it off and say, I'm so embarrassed, I'm so sorry, but there are big health problems with my mom and I've got to go to a higher paying job.
Because I felt
why
that
did you switch jobs?
I didn't switch jobs at that time because I was
You were purely taking. So why would anybody not understand that you need to quit?
Because they was depending on me. Because like you said, I was a good driver.
So they were depending on you. So your way of paying back that faith was to act even 100 times worse.
Absolutely not. It wasn't.
It was awful.
It was awful. And like I said, if I can apologize, I would.
Apologize.
Barry, Wayne, I apologize. Truthfully. Yeah, for real. Because like I said.
Sometimes, listen up to me, because I want to tell you two things. Number one, I feel for you because I also have a father with elderly onset diabetes, and he's lost several toes, and he's managed not to lose the limbs, but it really looked like it was going to happen. And I know the kind of demoralizing feeling that can give to somebody.
The year before, I lost my father, so it was like I was going through a whole lot.
I understand.
So it was like,
I understand. But, we still have to do what we got to do because life goes on, and, you still got to do what you got to do. And it's not even like somebody's asking you to paint the Sistine Chapel. This is like nothing. Just return some clothes so they don't have to sue you in court for it. Douglas, will you please take the clothes and take it over there?
Absolutely.
As far as the ticket is concerned, it's $80. The missing shirt is $20. My verdict is for the plaintiff in this case in the amount of the $100. Good luck, everybody.
And so the plaintiff does get what he sued you for out of this, and what are you thinking as you come out of this courtroom?
It's nothing really to say. He's right, and I just hope he forgives me for it. That's it.
And when you reached across and shook your hand, what were you thinking right there?
I don't know. I was thinking that, thank God it's over, and I just hope he accept my apology. That's it.
All right, okay. Looked like he did. Okay, head right down this way. There he goes. Good man, or?
He's a good man, and I'm sorry to lose him, but sometimes the choices that we make today will affect tomorrow and forever. But he is a good man. I'm sorry sorry about his mom, and hopefully he can move forward positively in his life. Mm-hmm. We miss him.
He said he hopes you accept his apology.
We accept his apologies, no question about it. This is the pride of our company.
All right, out to the street in Harvey.
Gotta say, the defendant in this case was smart because by bringing the clothes in, he avoided what could have been a pretty big monetary judgment.